Oh, he has a
Two
leg
teams who
jumping
won their
knockdown.
respective inaugural games will be up against each other. India A won a humdinger against Pakistan A.
Things like these as well in Oman.
While UAE got the better of Oman in the final over.
And we're not too far away from that. This ball's gone far away though. UAE pick up the win.
A win will take one of the teams closer to the next phase of the competition. Which team will take the next step towards the Final Four? Hello and welcome once again. It's match 8 of the Emerging Men's Asia Cup. It's India A versus the UAE here at the Oman Cricket Academy with the sun setting down. Well, the team, after that win against Pakistan, has a lot of confidence in them to move along and move forward and strengthen their position for the semi-final stage. They get one more win here and then surely will feel that they've got the job done, at least in phase 1 of the tournament. Lots of names to be pointed out, and we'll see a lot of individual brilliance today. Quick look at the points table here. In Group B, Pakistan, after that win against Oman just now, have gone right on top with a net run rate which is healthier than the others. UAE at 2. India, if they can manage a win today, will surely go up. Talking about Syed Haider from the UAE, let's listen to him.
We've got Syed Haider of UAE. Thank you so much for talking to us, Syed. Firstly, excellent outing in the first game. Finishing with the player of the match as well, but set the tone nicely for you.
Yeah, no, of course, obviously it's obviously amazing, to start off well in such a big tournament. So yeah, I was pretty happy about it.
Playing India now, how are you going to approach this game? Anything different, or you're going to keep it simple?
No, obviously, it is a pretty big name, but we're going to keep it simple, It doesn't change anything, We're going to play like we're playing any other team. And yeah, nothing changes. It's the same plan. And hopefully let's see what happens.
When someone wears their country's jersey, there are always goals that they come up with, personal goals before a big tournament of this kind. Anything that you've already checked and anything that's still left?
No, obviously, there's a lot still left. I'm never satisfied with no matter how much I perform. And, obviously, the main goal is to, lift the trophy. And obviously, it's one step at a time. So we're going to see, hopefully we get there and then we'll see how it goes.
You were terrific in the first game. All the very best for this one too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the player of the match from that previous outing. Fixtures in Group B, it is 21st of October today, and the highlighted one is the encounter up ahead of us, and then with 2 more games with Pakistan facing UAE and Oman, India A. Another brilliant performance the other day against Pakistan was Prabh Simran from India. Let's have a listen.
We've got Prabh Simran Singh of India A with us. Prabh, thank you so much for talking to us. Firstly, you got a terrific start in the first game itself. Must set the tone nicely for you and the side.
सर बस यही सोच के आए थे कि दोनों ने जैसे अभिषेक और मेरी काफ़ी डोमेस्टिक में भी काफ़ी इकट्ठा खेले हैं, तो जो भी हम मतलब सोच के आते हैं तो कोशिश करते हैं कि उसको एक्सप्रेस कर सकें. तो यही ट्राई कर रहे थे कि एक्सप्रेस करेंगे, कुछ ज़्यादा सोच नहीं रहे थे.
आपकी भूमिका काफ़ी क्लियर है इस टीम में. जो अटैकिंग इंटेंट आप दिखाते हैं पावरप्ले में, उससे काफ़ी आसानी होती है आने वाले बल्लेबाजों की भी.
बिल्कुल सर, जैसे कि विकेट थोड़ा सा लग रहा था कि पावर प्ले में रन कैच कर सकते हैं, तो बस सिंपल था प्लान, कोई ज़्यादा सोच नहीं रहे थे, तो एग्जीक्यूट करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे.
और मूड कैसा है अभी कैंप में, पहले जीत के बाद और भी पाकिस्तान ए के खिलाफ?
नहीं सर, सबको पता है कि इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच हमेशा थोड़ा ऐसा ही होता है, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. हर एक मैच हमारे लिए, सारे मैचेस इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, तो आज का जो भी मैच है वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि पाकिस्तान के साथ है या ओमान के साथ या यूएई के साथ.
एक आखिरी सवाल, तैयारी कैसी है इस मैच के लिए? कुछ बदलाव तैयारी में?
सर सोचा कुछ नहीं अभी, बदलाव तो चलो जब टॉस होगा पता लग ही जाएगा, बट तैयारी अच्छी चल रही है. बस जैसे खेलते हैं वैसे खेलेंगे.
उम्मीद है आप बल्ले के साथ खड़े उतरेंगे आज भी. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू.
Prabh Simran there after that brilliant knock in the openings. And now players to watch out for in this encounter. Of course, Abhishek, you can't write him off. Prabh Simran, you just heard him. And Anshul there with that ball. And then from UAE, Captain Basil, Jawadullah and Haider, the player of the match. Okay, time for us to have the all-important toss. The 2 captains and Mikhail down in the middle.
It's toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. I have the men who matter to my left. Captain of India A, Tilak Verma.
captain of UAE, Basil Hamid, and to adjudicate the flip of the coin, match referee Manoj Mendis. Tilak, you've got the coin, give that a flip.
Heads.
Heads is the call by UAE.
We are going to bat first.
Heads it is.
All the best.
Basil, you won the toss. What have you decided and why?
We are going to bat first. I think we'll give ourselves the best chance to put some runs on the board, and let's see how it works.
You had a good outing in the last game. Your middle order came good as well. What are the learnings from there and what do you want to improve in this game against India A?
I think, a thing we want is not to lose wickets in clusters that we were speaking about. I think good to have partnership in the middle. Yeah, hopefully we'll get it done, inshallah, today.
What about your playing 11 in this game?
We have a change. Tanish is not playing. Aryansh comes in.
And now that you're batting first, you have a number on your mind on the surface?
Yeah, I think about 170 will be good to go. But we'll see how it goes and we'll plan it accordingly, inshallah.
Good luck. All the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tilak, your thoughts on bowling first?
Yeah, but if we also win the toss, we also want to bowl first. But yeah, because as you see, last game we didn't expected the dew, but the dew came in the play. So that's why we want to chase in this game. And yeah.
Right, near perfect game against Pakistan. Any changes coming into this one?
No, we are going with same 11 as last game.
What do you feel is a good total to chase on the surface now that you all are bowling first?
I think if dew comes in the play again, around 170 or 180 will be good, but we'll be bowling our best. Let's see what score they'll put on the board.
Right, good luck, all the very best in this encounter.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so the news from the centre is that in game number 8, UAE have won the toss and they'll be batting first.
Well, Tilak is more than happy, chasing 160, 170, pretty confident there. This is the UAE side, and they have gone out there with the leadership of Basil there. Quite a bit of variety, all-rounders. Then we've got specialist 4 bowlers there. They fancy they can put up a good total. The India team being led by Tilak there, and he's got the usual suspect who's been performing for them. Unchanged side, and that's how it should be, because they've got themselves a win under their belt. Time for us to head down again, once again, with Mikkel and Dev Watmore for the pitch.
Well, the sun's just about setting. The lights have been switched on. A gale of breeze blowing across. Pakistan early in the day got the highest score on the surface, 185. What does it have to offer in game number 8, the second game, the evening fixture? Dev Watmore with his perspective. Good evening, Dev.
Good evening to you, Mikhail, and I'm here to give you one quick minute of what I think. I'd love to show you cracks. I'd love to show you marks, but there's none of that. I have to tell you, all the games that I've played here, there's no complaints, really. But the one thing that is in my mind is that each day that comes and goes, where's the water? It's very difficult to water because every day is 2 games. So here, what you have here is a dry surface. I can see maybe just a little bit of footmarks just here, that maybe you might get a little bit of purchase with spin, but that's about it. It is dry, it's dry, it is very slowish, simply because the moisture's not there, but I think it'll be kind for the batsman.
Right, thank you. Pitch Dr. Dev Watmore. Fair indication that this surface can be dual-paced as well. Batters will have to really play themselves in and then look to score big. We'll have to really wait and watch how the batters and the spinners particularly make use of these conditions.
Quick look at the points table in Group B, and Pakistan A, after that win, leading at the moment. The result of this game will surely change these numbers. Salman Butt alongside me. Salman, good to see that positive approach from the UAE captain, winning the toss and deciding to bat first.
Thank you, Sikandar. Indeed, a very positive move, that winning the toss and opting to bat. And we have both the openers, Aryansh and Mayank, up there, and they'll be looking to be positive because as the Indian captain pointed out, there is dew that comes in towards the later half of the second innings, and they would want to have a good total on the board. And Anshul with the ball in hand, the man who led India to victory in the last game.
Play. Umpire says play. Match 8 is all set. India A versus the UAE. And straight away, oh, there's a slight stutter there, but they managed to complete that single. Off the mark, UAE with that 1 run. two ways of looking at it. One, positive approach from Basel, the UAE captain, to win the toss and bat first. And then there's another aspect to it, which Tilak said, that dew comes in. So we probably prefer to bowl first and go out there and bat, which might be easier. What we saw Siddiqullah Atal did. And he gives the charge and gets the boundary to his name. Down the wicket and thumps it down to long on for 4.
Well, a very positive start indeed. Mayank, no half measures from him. Straight away he is taken a step towards the bowler and banged it through mid-on. And UAE are up and running.
And got the toe end of the bat. Thought he was looking to play it mid-off, but then dragged it onto the onside. Nevertheless, he's got the desired result. Now with that, one slip has been removed immediately. So there was 2 slips and now it's 1. That's a swing and a miss. Good length that from Anshul.
Yes, immediately after the first boundary, captain opts to have an extra fielder in the ring and takes the second catching slip away. So the intentions of the UAE batters already very clear to the Indians. Hint of swing there for Anshul.
Oh, that's a beauty. Just squares him up completely, pitches middle off and then just shapes away.
And there it is. We just mentioned some hint of swing, and this one, well, what a beauty it was. Angled in and off the surface, some deviation away. Fabulous ball that. Good for any batter at any level.
Anshul bowled so well. Got 3 wickets and the Player of the Match award against Pakistan A day before yesterday. Down the wicket and smashes that one into the evening skies. Gets a maximum going. Got everything behind that one. Mayank. What a positive and confident shot that was.
One confident stroke this. Just have a look at his eyes, how he's focused on the ball. Dances down the track and no half measures there. A big hit over mid-on and it sails over for a huge 6. So UAE early in the power play, making their intentions very clear.
Not a bad ploy from Mayank. Saw that ball swinging away, so he decides to not allow it do that. It just goes down the wicket and meets it almost at its pitch. Now fine leg has been brought in. Here's a deep mid wicket has been placed. Oh, shout. That's a good shout. He's given that slow death. Had a careful look and then caught in the crease. Mayank has been rubbed onto the pads and Anshul gets his revenge.
So India pick up the first wicket in this fashion. Immediate redemption this. Wrapped on the pads, on the back foot, in front of the stumps, and the umpire has no hesitation. And Anshul makes a comeback in style as he finishes the first over, and UAE are 11 for 1.
Nilaj Keswani, the batter, who has come in at number 3 after the dismissal of Mayank. 11 for 1, the UAE, after winning the toss. Vaibhav Arora will now bowl. Right arm over. Nicely driven shot to a fielder. Vaibhav has also been given 2 slips with that new ball. What an eventful first over. A boundary, a maximum and a wicket.
Action-packed first over of this game. Twice the batter stepped down for a boundary and a 6, and then this happened of the last delivery. He went on the back foot. Touch of premeditation you could make out from that shot. I think the fielder moved to deep square leg, and that must have made him think that it's going to be a short one. Otherwise there's no point going on the back foot. So decent move there from Tilak Verma, placing a fielder on deep square leg and putting in the mind of the batter that a short one might come, and having him trapped in front of the stumps on the back foot.
UAE making one change, and that is Aryansh, who's on strike at the moment, the only player to be brought in into the 11 after that first outing. Again, now back to 1 slip.
Well, the pitch for this game is similar to one used earlier, and it is dry. It is supporting the spinners a bit, gripping more, but in the night time, in the evening, there is some sheen, and the ball does tend to skid through a bit more than the one game played earlier in the day.
Nicely picked up, should be out, yes! He's picked up a fielder as well. Very well done down at deep square. Running in, and anticipation was a 100%. He didn't complete that shot. Big boundary square of the wicket, and Arora strikes away strikes.
Wes, aimless stroke play this, knowing that the fielder is there, and this hit was going to take him nowhere. Not the amount of pace offered by the bowler which would take the ball outside the boundary ropes. He had to put in a lot more and probably place the ball in the gap. Didn't do any of it, so he has to leave. Scored 1 of 5, and UAE are 11 for 2.
Rahul Chopra, right-handed bat, 16 matches to him. Strike rate, well, probably will have to work on that. It's 85. And he's come out with the UAE in all sorts of trouble with 11 for 2 at the moment. Back to 2 slips with the new batter on strike. Will that change the way how Basil and his men will now approach the remaining overs? Because they've looked to attack up till now and they've lost 2.
Well, this is the wicket for you. If you haven't seen it earlier, he didn't get it out of the middle of the bat, straight to the man in the deep, no trouble at all. A regulation take that. And definitely disappointment for Aryansh. And Vaibhav Arora is already off the mark by picking up a wicket, and he has given no runs away of the 5 deliveries that he's bowled.
Again, 1 slip off. This could be a wicket maiden. Oh no, it's not. He'll at least get a couple. 3 men are after it. If they run well, they can do 3, I'll tell you that. Bit of comedy of errors down there. Well, in all that, how many did they get? 3, yes they did. End of the over, it's 14 for 2. Anshul will continue. He's bowled 1 over 1 for 11. Went for a maximum and a 4, but then came back strongly with a wicket. Yeah, good full face of the bat there. Match 8, and the umpires officiating this on field. He's Mr. Ramasamy Venkatesh. His partner at square leg is Chamara de Soisa.
Tight lines there from the Indian bowlers. After the first couple of hits in the first over where the batter Mayank had to use his feet twice. Since then, everything has been right on the money. Just have a look at this. No room offered to the batter to play any sort of stroke, and a good length as well. Anshul bowled critical spells for India in the first game. Picked up man of the match as well, and he's continuing. And this has been swung away on the leg side, picked off a length. A certain boundary this for Rahul. And he'll feel much more confident after this boundary. UAE moved to 18.
They've clearly come out with an instruction of cash out on the power play that's available. They must have learned a thing or two watching the first outing that India A had in the tournament with their bowling, how they're operating. And accordingly, even after losing 2 wickets, they're looking to be aggressive, controlled aggression. Just opens the face and gets one more. Smart batting after a boundary. Get onto the other side. No change for the India side. Going with the winning combination that they had against Pakistan A. Is your player of the match, the captain Tilak. Pretty confident that they want to chase today.
So he's still engaging in the change of the field. Another slip, a wide one this time. Perhaps the first slip and the one between the third and the fourth. And straight away there's an outside edge, and lucky for the batter it didn't carry. So good change, and that means that Anshul was looking to swing the ball away. And this is his first over. First one to the square leg was just a single, then the charge came and was a boundary. The third one being a dot, and then a magnificent outswinger, and a big hit for a 6, and then this happened, a wicket. So an action-packed first over, having everything, a boundary, a 6, and the wicket eventually.
Nilansh gets off the mark and will keep strike. It's 20 for 2.
Over completed. Good change,
Crowd coming in to support their sides, and it gets much cooler here as the evening sets in, so even more enjoyment and bearable weather. Persistent with that slip, and Webber will continue. He's got 1 for 3 in his first over, coming round the wicket. Driven to short cover. Young side, the UAE, had their first win against Oman, so they've got their 2 points under their belt. Prabh Simran, who opened so well against Pakistan A, showed some great skill and talent, especially in that power play. Raman with that brilliant catch to dismiss Sajid Khan. Yasir Khan, rather.
Yes, both these opening bowlers are bowling for the India A side. Not very quick, but very controlled in their lines and lengths. And in fact, Anshul can swing the ball both ways. We have seen that on a number of occasions. Arora has picked up a wicket, but it was coming off more from a batter's mistake rather than a dismissal which is forced by the bowler. And now he's asking his square leg to go back on the boundary. And there's a slip as well. The fine leg comes into the circle. So I doubt that he's going to bowl a short one. Yeah, batter going after the ball, only an inside edge, taking the ball to the square leg. Will fetch him a couple. So more of a double bluff going on. We saw in the first over, Anshul taking the man back at deep square leg, bowling a fuller delivery, getting the wicket. And the same thing being repeated by Arora, but not resulting in the same fashion. This time 2 runs.
Yeah, he ended up bowling full, yes, but onto the legs. Allowed him to work it to square leg and get a couple. Keeping the players very busy, Tilak. Now he's removed all the slips and he's got one at mid-wicket. Brilliant. And now third is coming inside. You don't want to be a fielder under Tilak's captaincy because you'll be moving around just when you feel you're settled as a fielder. Shorter one now. That's wide. A little too short.
Well, yes, wide signaled. It was too short and flying way over the head of the batter. And the umpire making a decent call there. Just have a look at. Yeah. It didn't even need to go down. But just a reaction when the length is short. And the umpires in conversation with each other, and oh, he's taken his decision back. Then we'll come back to it after this delivery.
I'm not really sure. I mean, he gave it a wide very clearly. I saw that. Now he's confirming. Oh, it is a wide.
Yes, this is the short ball, and going way over the batter's head, and rightly called as wide ball by the front on umpire. There's a bit of confusion. Maybe it is the prerogative of the leg umpire to signal if this is going to be a wide or not. Maybe that was the case.
Nicely worked away. Looks like player is strong on the onside, controls that shot. 21 years of age, Nilansh Keswani is coming at number 4 for the UAE. That's the India camp, the support staff.
Well, there's a yo-yo test going on in the field. One comes up, one goes back.
What if Tilak was in the traffic police? Oh, we havoc. Controlling traffic left, right. Everyone come, everyone go back.
Well, 4 gone, and it's 25 for 2 UAE.
25 for the loss of 2. थोड़ा तेज भागना भाई लोग जगह पे. Tilak, 3 minutes down. Keep the. We have some Indian team supporters. We can't hear you. Let them know India.
Nilansh is the only change in that 11 from that previous outing. Aryansh, sorry, will sound very similar. Aryansh, the wicket keeper. And India goes unchanged after that first game and the first win. Spin for the first time in the game. Nishant Sindhu from that far end.
Nishant.
16 matches, just above 6 economy, and 3 for 15 his best. 20 years of age, Nishant Sindhu. Wait for the umpire's signal. Leg buys, was going down the leg.
Yes, giving the ball a bit of air, looking to spin the ball. But it was going down the leg side. The reason for umpire's response to the appeal. Bowling a couple of overs in the game against Pakistan, giving away 15 runs and picking up 2 crucial wickets. And this is how Nishant went in that big game. And today he'll be looking to repeat. Slower through the air, some turn. Nicely worked for a run.
Previous outing, Nilansh with his 2 wickets, that actually goes to the fielder, trust me. That was hit hard, he's just plucked it out of nowhere. Then, yeah, miscued, bat rotates in the hand and goes down to long off, and again, another wicket to Nishant. This time, this is a good looking shot, it's wide of that fielder at long off, and you won't cut it off, Raman. Maximum given, in fact, just lands over the rope.
It's a very good cricket shot, this. Rahul getting into a great position there. Six to the total, and to Rahul. Once again he goes big, knowing that the fielders are up in the circle. Makes a decent connection, doesn't get the boundary, will get a couple. And getting a move on in the power play are the UAE batters.
It's not a bad ploy. Attack the bowler who's just into his first over. Don't let him start getting under your skin. Got a maximum and then almost a boundary. Dot ball to end the over. It is 35 for 2.
Okay, fine, ठीक.
UAE opting to bat first in match number 8 in the 6th edition of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. Tilak Varma had the toss, very clear about his plans. That's what you need from a leader, clarity and thoughts. Rafiq Salam, exciting young bowler, very good with his change-ups, and has shown a lot of consistency in recent times as well. Was amongst wickets in the last outing against Pakistan, eh? Got 2 for 30 in his 4 overs. Good little partnership here between both these batters, Neelansh and Rahul Chopra. 24 and 20. A good evening to Dav Watmore as well.
Good evening to you, Mikhail. And you're quite right. 24 runs, 20 balls to get that. So they're going at better than a run a ball. And this will be the last over of the field restrictions. And that's a very... not enough legs on that. That's just a simple catch to mid-off. And sadly, Neelansh has to go. That'll be the 3rd wicket in the power play. Only 35 runs on the board. And let's have a look at this replay. Here we go. He's got the movement patterns okay, but the length really wasn't there to play that shot. And he was not strong enough to hit it way over the top. So sadly, he has got to go. 35 for 3, and it's the 5th. It's a 5 overs and 1 ball.
Yeah, in the team card, but we change it, no problem. But last match also he wrote the same jersey, maybe, but in the team card it says 47, maybe mistake. Leg stump, yeah.
Vishnu Sukumaran comes in, a highest of 50, age 33, strike rate under 120. 11 matches for him. Got 15 runs in the last encounter against Oman. Comes in at a time with his team needing a partnership over here. All 3 pacers making merry in conditions under lights, all of them amongst wickets. What a start for Rafiq, a wicket of his very first delivery. Edge taken, brilliantly done as well by Prabh Simran Singh behind the wickets. What a catch, what a delivery, and this man's on a hat-trick now. UAE caving in after batting first.
That's one of the rare occasions we've seen that ball deviate. What a delivery that was. It must have been seam up. Hits the seam. Have a look at this. And straightens back. What a delivery. That's very difficult to play. Unlucky to get that first up. But what a ball. Really good effort. And that's the 4th wicket that's fallen.
What a ball. What a catch. What a moment in the game. Vishnu walks in, walks out in one delivery. That's wicket number 4 going. It's 35 for 4.
Right hand over. You went there last week. Go. Yeah, sorry. Next time. Right arm over. 4 left.
What a start here for Rafiq Salam. What an evening he's having. Handed over the ball in the 6th over. And in the very first 2 deliveries, he struck ball 1, ball 2. And this means he's now on a hat-trick with the player of the match from the last outing. Syed Haider walks out. Slip in place. Tilak Varma adding some more stealth behind the wicket. Many fielders in the catching positions over here. 2 slips now. Short cover. And a short mid-wicket as well. In comes Rafiq. Movement. What a delivery again. This one coming in.
Well, there we go. Last delivery was a nice little in-swinger, and it's really difficult for the left-hander because it's always leaving the outside edge of your bat. So good effort to be on a hat-trick. Very difficult to get the hat-trick. Not many bowlers achieve that.
Excellent execution of bowling here. There again in the width of the stumps, but nicely negated as well by the informed batter. Haider gets off the mark with a very fine boundary as well towards mid-wicket. Pressure times here for UAE, but he's certainly holding his nerve. That's a very good shot.
Yes, it was just drifting down the legs. Not a lot happening with that delivery, and nicely played, I have to say, off the pads. And what I'm interested is to see how these UAE batsmen approach the next 15 overs or so. Already 4 down. They're getting some good bowling. I don't know whether they're going to attack. I think they need to do a little bit of a repair job first, and that's a little bit wide. So there's this first wide.
2 wickets in its very first 2 deliveries here for Rafiq Salam. First it was Nilanj who departed, found Vaibhav Arora, and look at that for a catch and a delivery as well. Was moving to his right, Prabh Simran, then realized the faint edge and had to quickly dive down to his left. The ball was dying on him and he held on to it as well. Brilliant reflexes behind the stump and glove work by Prabh Simran. Castled, wicket number 3 in this over. Through the gates. What a delivery, what an over he's had so far. 3 wickets in his very first over. Rafiq Salam has sent back batters in no time. He's broken the back of this UAE batting.
Well, that's another beauty. He could have defended it, I have to say, but it did move a little bit off the pitch. Nice and straight. It gives it every chance of doing something. Look at that. Top of middle stump. Nothing better than to see that happening if you're a bowler. Not so good if you're a batsman. So Haider 4 runs against his name. And there's 1 ball left in the power.
Captain comes out and he needs to play the role of crisis man, needs to do the rescue act. Highest of 51. Half the side back in the dugout. The 32-year-old captain here, Basil Hamid, will have to do something special tonight to bail his team out of trouble. Remember, he won the toss and decided to bat first. And at the toss, he mentioned they're looking somewhere close to 170 in the 20 overs. Yeah, he's bowled exceptionally well in that first over. Look at this bowling figures. In 6 deliveries, he's had 3 wickets, given away 5 runs. Magnificent start for him. Spectacular 6 overs for India. They've punched above their weight and they've dominated proceedings in the middle.
Here we have a selection of replays here. A couple of decent shots, I have to say, but you're coming against a very good disciplined attack, and there's the first wicket. Very good ball, and then this one, a good catch. He had to come in. It looked easy in the start at the end, but he had to make good ground. Here's another good shot here, and unfortunately not enough legs on that. Just a simple catch to mid-off from the lunch, and then a beauty. A really good ball and just as good a catch. And look at that delivery. Top of middle stump, a little bit of movement, and that's the 5th wicket in the power play.
All wickets so far going to Pacers as we see spin in the form of Rahul Chahar. First 6 overs belong to India. This after they were asked to bowl first, they've obliged and taken 5 top wickets of UAE. Rahul Chahar was a bit scratchy in the first match of his, but certainly some purchase here for the spinners. Oh, that almost crashed into the stumps as well. Played early onto that, Dav.
Well, it did. It looked like a googly to start off with. You think he's going to turn away being a leg spinner, but it's held the pace in the pitch, and then there's a leg break. Now that's a bit easier because the length was a bit short. But the very first ball fooled him. Fooled everyone, I think.
In need of a partnership right now, UAE. Certainly feeling the pressure in the middle. It's gotten cool as the sun sets, but they're feeling the heat. Ironic as it may sound, but they've put themselves in a spot over here. UAE. That one's dispatched. And that's out of here as well. Very ordinary delivery. He's been relying on the wrong ones, and they've all been half-trackers. This time Basil says, I'll tee off and get off the mark in fine style.
Yeah, his rhythm's not quite there yet. It's only had 3 deliveries, but they've all been a little bit short. And bowlers always talk about getting into rhythm. Spinners especially need to get into rhythm. So he'll be looking to get the ball to come out of his fingers a lot better than that. And when that happens, he's a bit of a handful, I can tell you.
Much better. Fuller though. Work to do for the field end, the deep. I reckon with seamers making merry in the middle, they do have more seam option in Ramandeep Singh. Anshul and Vaibhav have bowled 2 overs each. Nishant was the left-arm orthodox spinner. Rasik, 1 over for him. How well did he bowl as well in the last game against Pakistan? Just carrying on that form, Anshul Kamboj.
It really is a good, well-rounded, balanced attack. You got finger spinners, wrist spinners. You got some good swing bowlers. You got good seam bowlers, bit of pace there as well. And it's a test. It'll be a test for everyone that they play against.
Nicely bowled. Tossed up delivery, inviting the batter into the drive, into the hit. I'd still be tempted to have seam from both ends. Dav, your views?
Well, it is, but when you've got 5 wickets down, it's also a good time to bring on a spinner. But if the wicket is supporting the pace, then there's another paceman on offer to bring on if it's required. Well fielded down there for a big fast bowler.
That's a brilliant effort in the deep. Anshul Kamboj. Great commitment. 50 comes up as well for UAE. It's 51 for 5 after over number 7. Right, so who's got most runs and most wickets in this Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024? All you need to do is download the ACC app right away and you'll get a lowdown on all of this information and everything around Asian cricket and your favorite teams and players. Back live, over number 8, and this man's been special tonight. 3 for 5 in over number 1. Can he add a few more? How well has he bowled? You talk about bowlers executing their plans, bowling in the right channels and areas. How impressed are you with this Indian unit, Dev?
Pretty much, I have to say, with Rakesh. Here's a look again of the effort, the physical effort for a big man diving and stopping at boundary. Well done, Anshul. But Rasik, with his 3 wickets, to me, he's got a nice little easy action, nice approach. He jumps straight, lands straight, bowls straight.
Slashes hard. Early days in this man's career, a 6 alarm. He's been amongst wickets in this tournament so far. He's really enjoying the 6th edition of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup. Rasik Salam. Down the ground. Firmly struck. Good shot by Captain Basil. Much needed boundary. Will certainly ease the pressure in the dugout as well. They need the momentum, they need the rhythm at the moment, and that will help.
It certainly was straight, wasn't it? But a little bit over-pitched. Having said that, though, the batsman still got to hit it and make sure he executes properly. And look at that, hard struck off drive, full face of the bat, and got his reward.
Slower this time. In two minds, Basil. He's got 5 wickets to his name so far. Rafiq Salam did exceptionally well with the ball against Pakistani as well. 2 for 30 in his 4 overs then the other night.
Well, that's right. He hasn't finished his quota yet, but he's already got 5 in nearly 2 games. So he has an opportunity to pick up another 1 or 2. But I'm looking at the attitude and the approach of the batsmen, having already lost 5, and I think they're going about it in the right way. They're still positive, and they're hell-bent on playing good cricket shots and ensuring that they get some sort of total that they can defend.
A couple of nights ago, Rafiq Salam against Pakistani bowled exceptionally well. Got Haider Ali, who was struggling, and then a nice catch taken as well by Nihal Vadera to complete 2 wickets for this man Rafiq Salam. 2 for 30 for him in 4 then, and tonight he already has 3 in the very first over. 3 for 11 in 1.5. Wow, numbers these. Beautifully played. Exquisite, gorgeous drive as well. What a way to end the 8th over. Rahul Chopra has looked good since the time he's come. It's 61 for 5.
Okay, it's 5 for 61 in 8 overs. So despite being 5 down, the run rate is still 7.62. So good effort. They've got to keep trying to play good cricket shots and wait for the bad ball, and that's not good off drive. Dot ball. But these two are going along quite nicely.
Rahul Chahar into his 2nd over. Gave up 11 in that first. Take a look at that run-up as well, Dev. Across the wickets. That's high. And that will go over the side screen as well. Just about falls before that. Very nice strike. Ever since Basil Hamid has walked out, he's been very clear with what he has to do in the middle. And that's a very fine hit once again.
Yeah, terrific shot. Followed through beautifully. It was an over-pitch delivery and gave it everything. Got what it's deserved, I think. It's not turning that much, over-pitching, and his approach is a little different to what we normally see with the right-arm over-wicket bowler. Is almost at a different angle, his approach, which is very unusual.
I just want to talk about that approach as well, across the stumps. Never see a leg spinner coming in that manner. What are your views on that, Dev?
Well, it is unusual. It's very... I'm not saying... Here we go. Look, he's coming from, as you would think a left-arm spinner would be bowling. So it's... I don't know if he's practiced that or whatever, but it really is totally different.
This is turning out to be a good over. Rahul Chahar just having an off day at work. Not the best of Mondays. We all go through that, Dev.
Sure do. He looks like he's struggling to get rhythm into his bowling. He's clutching at straws, trying to do everything impossible to let that ball come out of his hand in a way that lands on a... Look at that. That's a bad ball, short. It looked like it tried to be a flipper, and it certainly was a quicker one, but it pounced on it and got another maximum.
Yeah, he's been guilty of bowling way too many short deliveries this evening. Rahul Chahar, captain, quickly having a chat with him as well. Easy pickings for a batter. This partnership worth 36 in 18. He thundered that into the Indian dugout. Run for cover. Oopsie doopsie, the laptop needs to be kept safe there. Fuller. 16 runs coming off the 9th over. It's been a highly productive one here for UEA. And they're certainly enjoying this comeback as well. It's 77 for 5.
And this is the 10th over, the beginning of it. And we got Nishant coming into bowl, a left-arm orthodox bowler. And that'll be another 2 runs. These two are batting really well, but aided, I have to say, by some very loose bowling from Chahar. In fact, he has not a great 2024. The running between wickets have been really, really positive. It's been, you know, the intention's been good to turn 1s into 2s, and that's really good.
I like the intent, despite the fall of wickets, knowing that they've been trained by Mr. Lalchand Rajput. He'll always keep that aggressive streak on as players. Don't be deterred by the situation and don't cave in even if you lose wickets. Play a natural, fearless brand of cricket, and that's exactly what UAE is doing in the middle.
Yeah, I was about to say that Chahar, who's a very good bowler, obviously he's played a lot of IPL, he's done well. There's Lalchand Rajput giving orders to his charges, very experienced coach, and he's got a group of youngsters with him on this tournament. But back to Chahar, in 2024, in 11 innings he's picked up 10 wickets. His economy has been 9.4, which is a little bit too high, but he normally goes for. And he's averaged 30.4 runs, 30.8 rather. So he can do better than that, and he's struggling to find his rhythm.
Well, in the 2 innings this tournament as well, Chahar has gone for 39 runs in 3 overs without a wicket. Well, he'll really want to come back strong as they get into the back end of this tournament as well. Another single. Much better this time though for India. Only 3 runs coming off over number 10. At the halfway stage, UAE have made a very fine comeback despite losing 5 wickets in the first 6. It's 81 for 5 after over number 10. Yeah, it was a bit of a stutter early on. Aryansh, Neelansh, Vishnu, Haider departed in no time. They were 35 for 4 and 40 for 5. But after that, this partnership worth 41 and 25, giving them the much-needed comeback here, UAE. Look at that for a start. Mayank Kumar took off, took a liking to Anshul Kamboj, hit some very fancy hits over the top, and then played all across this one, was stuck in the crease, and the umpire's finger went up as well. Then this shot as well by Aryan Sharma only found the fielder in the deep, as Vaibhav Arora as well was amongst wickets. Some impetus and fight back by Neelansh and Rahul, but Neelansh in his bid to go over the infield found Vaibhav Arora at offside. And then this brilliant catch by Prabh Simran behind led to another wicket, and Rafiq Salam as well got another wicket for himself to complete 3 wickets in 1 over. And Basil Hamid then came out and ensured that he stitches a fine partnership with his partner Rahul Chopra at the other end, as they got 6s and 4s galore to ensure they stitched 41 unbeaten runs, taking them at the halfway stage.
And there's the summary of the bowlers so far, and all of the fast bowlers. Beautifully bowled by Rafiq, Anshul, Vaibhav, all chipping in for their 5 wickets. The last little 4 overs though has been all UAE, having hit 41 runs in 4 overs, so that's a really good comeback.
Well, all this action coming to you live from the Sultanate of Oman, known for its rich history, diverse culture and stunning landscapes. Oman is a prominent center for trade and commerce. a country rich in heritage and natural wonders. The Sultanate of Oman successfully balances tradition and modernity as well. What a place, what a wonderful setting as well. The Oman Cricket Academy. Match 9 will come to you live on day 5. It's going to be Afghanistan A with Hong Kong, China. Afghanistan A have a clean slate, 2-2 for them, looking good to make it to the semis. Hong Kong, China still need to register their first points. We're into the back end in the league stages, and we'll all wait for this cracker of a contest, Sri Lanka A and Bangladesh A. And both these teams will have to believe that it's a virtual knockout for them, and the winner from here will also progress into the semis from Group A as well. A virtual quarter-final for these two sides in match number 10 on the 22nd of October. That's a Super Tuesday as well.
Yes, it's going to be Abhishek Sharma now. Wealth of experience, 113 games under his belt, and he's one to watch out for with the bat in hand, and this time it's going to be ball in his hand. Halfway through, and he comes in and as if no problems at all, picks up a wicket straight away. Basil Hamid, the captain of UAE, looking good, but now he'll depart courtesy Abhishek Sharma, cleaning him up. Coming in straight away and trying to play it on the onside. A soft dismissal this, and curtains for Basil. He scored 22 of 12, and it's UAE lose their 6th wicket for 81.
Clearly bowling his strongest suit. 5 matches, 2 runs. Today he can better that. Lots of time. UAE would want to give them a chance of restricting, and 100, it's a lovely landmark to get from here. What a start for Abhishek. Sanchit was prepared for the one that doesn't turn.
Earlier it was Rasik coming in and bringing the damage along with him, and now it's Abhishek picking up a wicket off his first ball, as UAE have been consistently rebuilding this innings. There was a partnership developing between Rahul and Basil, but Abhishek not allowing them to continue. Straight away gets the wicket for India, and UAE once again will have to start it all over.
So far, all the bowlers who have picked up a wicket for India in this game have done so in their first over. Oh, that's an excellent delivery.
There is that turn that we speak about. In the days as this tournament progresses, the dryness increases and the purchase of the pitch for the spinners gets more and more, provided they are ready to give the ball a spin and some air. Decision pending. No problems with the front foot. Well, he never took his foot off the crease there, and it's always remained inside. No problems.
Yeah, no problem with the bowler's front foot, no problem with the batter's back foot. And you'll see some greenery on that board.
Going down the leg side as 11 are completed and UAE are 82 for 6.
One was a leg.
Next time.
82 for 6. Change of ends for Chahar.
Rahul.
Would it bring a change in fortune? He's gone for 27. His first 2 overs. Bowled slightly short as well.
Oh, wow, that might be another wicket down for the UAE. Opting to take a run which would have been risky, and Tilak Verma hits the bullseye.
Well, if marks can be given for lip reading, then he said, I am in. But it's a direct hit, and direct hits are always troublesome for the batters. Always troublesome. And he's missed it by a mile.
The problem is, Sohas, that you didn't lip read him fully. He said, I am in trouble. And certainly he was. That's out by miles.
Sanjit will not score a run today. In search of a run that did not exist, especially because it went to one of the best fielders in the business, Tilak. Goes without troubling the scorers, 82 for 7. (82 for 7), Farooq.
Mohammad Farooq comes in and gets off the mark straight away. Mohammad Farooq is on strike now, rather. It was the other player, Rahul Chopra, milking that one for the single. So Mohammad Farooq will need to beat his best today.
Loves to go leg side, Farooq. But not if the ball's offered there. First run for him.
Rahul Chahar has been all over the place. Short, full tosses, width. All sorts of things that can go wrong for a leg spinner have gone wrong for him.
Rahul versus Rahul. Once again, it was a bit short, but this one didn't bounce as much as Rahul Chopra would have wanted. Oh, the second run is on. Good running between the wickets this time around. Sindhu was quick to dispatch the ball. Still the second run was possible. That's what clear calling can do.
Big boundaries, big gaps. Twos are always on. Once again, a full delivery. Batter tries to go hard, doesn't connect. And Rahul will stay on 39.
This went rather quickly to Tilak, who got into a good position. And then he had all 3 stumps to aim at. Bullseye.
Perhaps the first ball on target. Eventually. 3 overs bowled by Rahul Chahar, 12 gone for UAE, and they are 86 for 7.
Ramandeep Singh will roll his arm over. 54 matches, 13 wickets. Captain's decided to use as many options as possible today. And looks like he's going to start with a cross seam. I think it's not too far away before Prabh Simran would feel left out. Would want to roll his arm over as well. I think Captain Tilak wants his bowlers prepared. Come the bigger games too.
Well, yes, in games like these, captains can decide to have a look at certain bowlers when he might require them in tight situations. This was a good throw from Chahar, hitting the stumps, but the batter in there. So Ramandeep, the catch that he took, turned the game. Can he do it with the ball in his hand?
Saw him charge towards him, has protection in the deep. Catching has been excellent from various teams. And here are a few of them. This was Akbar Ali coming down with a mango that he plucked. Saif Hassan was terrific with the way he judged the ball, despite seeing others from the corner of his eye. Qasim Akram with an acrobatic effort. And don't forget Mohammad Imran's stake that was dying on him. Still was able to pouch it. Ramandeep Singh, the king of catches perhaps, is this one.
Undoubtedly, that was the take of the tournament so far. And here is the man trying to roll his arm over and see how effective can he be. Nicely worked on the onside in the gap, and 2 is on. Big gaps on this big field. And easy 2. Rahul has looked good. He's played well. He hasn't got any support from the other end, except Basil looked good for some time, but then he departed. And the wickets falling has been a regular feature of this UAE innings.
Rahul Chopra, who's played a lot on turning tracks around Delhi before he made a move to UAE. Once again, the cross-seam delivery. He wants to check if it's doing something off the surface, perhaps.
Well, that is something we haven't seen, but it has also... We have seen the ball do a bit of the seam, which he hasn't tried.
Captain Tilak trying out as many options as he can with the ball in hand so that the bowlers are prepared. Need be. Long on in place. And there is a slightly wideish mid-off in place, enticing Farooq to go over the top on the off if needed. And that's a great line. Now Ramandeep, when he steams into ball, he's expecting commitment like this, because this is what he can do when he's on the field. Anticipation, excellent. Belief, 100%. And he comes back with beauties of this kind.
Yes, you can have a look at this spectacular take from any angle you like. It's no different. It's just absolutely wonderful from each and every angle.
A quick single. You got to be wary. Both ends. A direct hit might be not too far away. 13 gone. 91 for 7. I'll be back. .91 for 7 in 13 overs. Now UAE versus India as well, you never know. With the growth that UAE have shown of late, this can also become a rivalry. Because uniting diverse nations through cricket is one of the aims of ACC. From powerhouse creating countries like India and Pakistan to emerging nations like UAE, new rivalries are born, the inclusivity strengthens, and sport grows across the regions. And of course, when you build new rivalries and new partnerships, there's so much more to look forward to. I think cricket is on the right track, thanks to ACC.
Indeed, they've done a wonderful job in setting up this platform, as UAE will look to get to a decent total. Perhaps 240 or 50 would be ideal, but they have lost 7 wickets. They want to accelerate, but then they also know they can't be very extravagant now, as Abhishek keeps things very tight, bowls in the right areas.
Nishant searching for his first scalp. Oh, that line's not going to help. Prabh Simran's also jinked by it. Anshul's after it, and easy runs on offer here. Or 2 for the shot, perhaps, or the lack of it. 3 runs. Gives you an idea of the dimensions of the ground being big.
Yes, Nishant coming back and firing one down the leg side. Difficult for the keeper to take. A wide delivery. And this will be 4 to the total if they've run 3. And he knows that this is not the place to bowl, as Prabh Simran looks at him. This is much better. This time an outside edge, and the fielder, well, he gets in a tangle, and that's funny. Abhishek there, he just ran around the ball, and it was more of a child running with the ball in a garden rather than trying to pull it back and get it back to the keeper quickly.
Oh, the carpet of grass is so comfortable, isn't it? He lay there. Now, he was running all around it, and that's when he decided to have a little nap. He realized the second run's on anyway. Now, he bowls left-handed but throws with his right hand, so that's exactly why he came on the other side of the ball, so that he can collect it and throw. 14 gone, 98 for 7. Ramandeep was tidy in his first over, gave away just 5. Can he create more opportunities in this one? UAE 98 for 7 after 14 overs. At the current rate, 7 and over, they'll reach 140.
I'll think that they'll do well to play the full overs from here onwards. As this one goes up high, and the fielder is under it, and he will take this as easy as you like, and Prabh Simran saying, well, you can't keep this man out of the game. He comes in and picks up a wicket. Ramandeep Singh is the bowler there, as Nihal took this catch easy. And 8th wicket goes down for UAE.
The short ball was the surprise factor. Once again cross seam, and the shot was almost an afterthought. Very good catch by Nihal, who didn't lose it in the lights. Waited, and when the ball dipped, he had the hands in the right position. 8th wicket down for 98 on the board, in the shape of Farooq, who's gone for 7.
So 2 are allowed, right? No. One bounce for the over.
Mohammad Jawadullah, strike rate of 108.33. Right now, if that strike rate dips, it's absolutely fine. UAE need to survive the 20 overs, add respectability to this total to challenge India later on.
Yes, as we anticipated that batting through the length of the overs would be something that UAE would need to achieve. The last wicket that just fell was more of an evasive action to the short delivery rather than a shot.
Very well put. Oh, this will be a single. Jawadullah is off the mark. Would be interesting to see Rahul's approach here. Should he play his natural game, which is to attack from here on? Now, this is the reason Javadullah is out there in the first place. Didn't see the short ball coming, but Nihal did see the ball coming towards him. Very good catch. Ramandeep's very happy because he got the support just like he did a couple of nights back. There's some magic in the cross-seam deliveries of Ramandeep.
Well, I believe this was change of pace and Rahul beaten there. Yeah, this is this point of impact. Just have a look where the eyes are and where the ball is. So you take your eyes off the ball. Any young batters watching, this is not the way to respond to a short delivery. You must have a look at where the ball is, both in case you want to play a stroke or you want to leave the ball.
He was right up there. They'll give him confidence, Rahul, with this shot. But what they need is runs, UAE. Now, you have faced Shoaib Akhtar so many times. In the nets as well.
Absolutely. And he never bowled any less in the nets. He was always as fast as he could be.
Did he also give you a stare in that follow-through that gets longer and longer once he gets going with the ball?
Make a guess.
The answer is yes. I like when his eyes go agog and he looks as the batter.
Shoaib Bhai would always be Shoaib Bhai. Yeah, the Rawalpindi Express never came slow.
100 comes up for UAE. Was there a shorter run-up? In the nets at least.
Even if it was a shorter run-up, the speed never came down.
And I'm very sure with the bat in hand, you wouldn't have reduced the intensity either. Catch it is the call. Will it carry? Oh, it does! And it's one of the most magnificent catches. Ayush Badani dives and dives so well. This is one of the most incredible takes in cricket that you will ever see. And the Indian fielders seem to be adding to that list with every single game they play.
Well, yes, the batter trying to go big, not making a great connection. A chance there for Badoni, who flew to his right and took a great take over there, preventing the boundary and also ensuring that the wicket fell on this chance that came his way. Brilliant work there on the boundary. As UAE now are 9 down for 100.
When Ramandeep bowls, everyone knows what the standards of fielding are. Javadullah departs for just 100 for 9 UAE.
Brilliance in the field, and that's what India has exhibited all through this tournament. They have just been superstars in the middle. This one's hit very hard over the fielder long off. Was teasing him for the longest time, but Rahul's keeping the fight on and is trying to take UAE as much as he can with just 1 wicket left in the tank at the moment. Rahul Char has come under beating tonight. Very good evening, Dev Watmore.
To you again. He's really helped Rahul get some runs, hasn't he? His rhythm's been way out in this tournament. That's a little bit of a better delivery. It's a dot ball. But I'll tell you what, the fielding that's on show here, it really is a masterclass. And here we have another look at it. You know, look, had to get good ground to get to make the catch, but when he did, you got to close the hand around the ball in midair. So it's really a masterclass.
Look at that for an effort, acrobatic again. Well, they're just flying all around. Ramandeep set the standard, set the tone in game 1 and game 2. Badoni says, if you can, I can do it as well. Yeah, it's a very simple template from here on. Rahul will farm the strike and try to get as many runs. What an effort here by Team India. In the field, they've grabbed all their catches, put in the dives, made all their saves as well.
That's 50 well-made runs for Rahul. Just under the 50% of the total, just under that. Wonderful effort today.
Yeah, cheers in the dugout. One bright spot shining here for UAE in this batting effort of theirs. Rahul Chopra, 50 or 45. He scored more than half the runs, rather around that much. As Omid Rahman faces his first delivery. Unexpected lines. Chair finishes his quota of 4 overs, giving away 38 runs without any wickets. Done with over number 16. It's 107 for 9.
Correct. Hong Kong were 8 down.
Well, just 3 batters getting into double figures here for UAE, and 2 of them crossing 20 and 1 standing tall with an unbeaten 50, Rahul Chopra. It's been a sorry batting card here for UAE. This after they won the toss and decided to bat first. Everyone's been amongst wickets here for India.
And if they lose one more wicket, Mikhail, it'll be the first team to have been bowled out. Hong Kong in the very first game lost 8, and everyone else has been less than that. Sri Lanka were all out chasing that score. Very close game, they lost. This will be the second.
You got to really see the body language of Team India in the field with the bat. There's so much of assurance in everything they do, so much of planning and preparation as well. Over the bowler's head. Work to do for the fielder at long gone. Cuts it off there, Abhishek Sharma. But Rahul Chopra will say, I'm going to go all guns blazing from my end. So Omid Rahman, you can stay at the non-striker's end.
Well, it's either a 2 or a boundary. That's what's going to happen.
Now that's certainly hurt. That was struck really hard. He can wear a smile there, Nihal Vadera, but those who've been through it will understand. It did get a ricochet onto the stumps, but Omid Rahman was well and truly into his crease as well. You can expect something in the coming deliveries, either a wicket, a big 6, a 4, because that's the plan from here on for the batter Rahul Chopra.
Right, 3 more balls to go in this over. When will he take a single? Not on that one. Well bowled. So 2 balls to go. Now they'll be looking. He'll be looking to hold strike on the next over. So I think. Oh, there's an attempted 6, but it's found the fieldsman at long on, and that's the end of the innings for UAE at 107.
Oh yes, UAE have been wrapped up for 107 in 16.5 deliveries. It's been a splendid bowling effort as UAE have been bowled out for a little over 100 by a disciplined bowling attack and a very tidy fielding effort as well. Look at that for a catch. Abhishek Sharma, great awareness of the ropes as well. They have been superb this evening. India, Rahul Chopra, what an innings he played. A runner ball 50 for him. He stood tall, stood out amidst the ruins to give UAE some respectability in their score. This man will be a happy captain, Tilak Varma, and he'll have his job cut out as well.
Do we have a long break between innings, or do they just have a quick 10-minute changeover? I'm not sure of the playing conditions, but certainly it was a good effort by the Indian cricket team, who I think the feature of their cricket so far has been their fielding. It really has been wonderful to watch.
All it took India was 16.5 overs to dismiss UAE to the lowest score in the 6th edition of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. 107 is all they managed UAE this after they won the toss and decided to bat first. Only one man could make something out of it. 50 or 50 for Rahul Chopra. Basil Hamid, the captain, played some very big hits in his cameo of 22 in 12 deliveries. Otherwise, it was all single digits and just the 10 runs by Mayank early on. UAE never got going.
Only 3 players to get in double figures. So not the best effort by UAE, but they came across a very spirited Indian team. And here's the bowling card. 1, 2 to the quicks, and then you have another 3 for the quick, and then Abhishek spin, Ramandeep another quick.
Right, Rafiq Salam has been the star with the ball. 3 for 15, 5 wickets for him in the tournament. He's standing across the sidelines for a quick chat.
Rafiq Salam is with us. 3 crucial wickets up top. Talk us through that over firstly.
Yeah, it was a 6th over of the game. Yeah, in a crucial over for the team. Last over of the power play, so batters will try to hit the ball. So my plan was to hit the deck and just do that.
You're clear with your plans, it seemed like. You knew you've done your homework. So which one was the batter that you chose? All right, this is going to be wicket to wicket.
Yeah, our plan was simple. Just as I said, that it was the last over of the power play, so batters might try to hit the ball. So just hit the deck, hit the length. That's it. Like that was the plan.
How's the surface for a pacer?
Yeah, for me it's good. I took 3 wickets, so it's obviously really good for us.
It helps when the bowlers are bowling so well in terms of spin as well from the other end, because it helps you relieve some pressure.
Yeah, ball was bit seeming a bit, so our plan was to hit the ball, so just let it be, whether it seems or not, just hit the right areas.
So support comes not just from the bowlers, but the fielders too, who are flying machines at this stage. Talk us through that catch.
Yeah, look, we have to give 100% for the team. Our fielders, our key is fielding. India is always high on the fielding, so just...
Rafiq, do you think the surface will change in the second innings? And how do you see the chase on a surface of this kind? Do you see that changing?
Yeah, we know our batters, they are really good. They will try to chase as quick as possible.
Keep revving up that pace, Rafiq. You were excellent today. All the best for the second innings.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What an evening here for Rafiq Salam, the 24-year-old bowler, making it count. India need 108 runs to win in 20 overs, a little under 6 and over, looking easy and good for them. They got over 180 in the last game. They have a strong batting lineup, and you can, as an Indian fan, want to believe that this will be something that they should go on overall in no time as well. We are looking forward to this run chase in game number 8 from the Oman Academy, and we'll get back to you with the run chase as well in a short while from now. Well, we are well and truly into game number 8 as well. India A against UAE. We're coming to you live from the Oman Cricket Academy in the T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. And it's been a very, very ordinary batting effort by UAE.
Yeah, only 3 players to get in double figures, and the main one, of course, was Rahul with his 50 in 50 deliveries. Wonderful effort by him, nearly 50% of the total. Basil also chipped in nicely, some big hits, but the rest really struggled, and it was a bit of a David and Goliath affair today. And here's some highlights, some useful highlights you'll find very attractive here. It's not as if the UAE batsmen weren't that good. They can play shots. I just try to do it a little bit too often, and here's the very first wicket that started the avalanche. And here's the second one. Again, it was a good catch, easy in the end, but he had to make good ground. Another good shot. See, it's capable. These boys are capable. This is a youngster who tried to play over the top, but only succeeded in hitting it to mid-off. And that is a gem of a ball. They can forgive. You can forgive the batsman for that. Terrific, but good catch behind by the keeper. Yes, and that was just a wonderful delivery. Again, no, another good shot. There are talent. There is talent in UAE, but they try to do it too often. There it is. Well, they got some easy ones to hit as well. And there's just a push straight back to the bowler. Easy dismissal. And look at this for a run out. Gee, one of the features of this Indian team is their fielding, no question. Not in any position to play that shot. And then another decent effort out in the outfield to give Ramandeep another wicket. And look at that catch, a beauty, Mikhail.
I'll tell you what, it's been the Indian fielding that has stood out tonight. The catching has been spectacular. That one as well, out of the final wicket, Abhishek Sharma taking the catch in the deep. What an effort by the Indian bowlers and fielders. They've been omnipresent everywhere, taking their catches. They've been sharp, and look at that for a bowling effort as well. As many as 8 bowlers used, everyone been given a chance. 3 for 15. Rasik was the pick of the bowlers. 5 wickets for him in the tournament. Ramandeep introduced very late in this innings, got 2 for 7 as well. A wicket apiece for Anshul and Vaibhav. And what it does is that it certainly just makes that points table in Group B as well very interesting, because Pakistan A, with a strong win early in the day, have boosted their net run rate and moved to number 1 with a net run rate of 1.68. And India looking good now to overall this target to certainly boost their net run rate as well. It'll all depend on how UAE and Oman respond in the remaining games. That will decide the semi-finalists as well. We are all set for the chase. India A come out in hot pursuit of 108 in 20 overs with a little under 6 runs per over. And that exciting chase will be coming up in a short while from now. And you'll really want to see Prabh Simran Singh and Abhishek Sharma come out all guns blazing in what is going to be an exciting chase on the other side. UAE managed 107 in 16.5 overs in game number 8. This after Basil Hamid decided to bat first at the toss. It was just one batter who stood tall here when others betrayed him in the middle. Rahul Chopra, 1550, kept the innings going here for UAE and took them past 100 as well.
And Rahul Chopra, what an effort he played today. Look at that shot. That was a really good off drive, lofted off drive that went in the air for 6, and he was given some reasonably easy ones as well, but he's still got to put it away. He'd be very happy with his contribution today. And there we have. The only 2 bowlers not to pick up a wicket was Nishant, who had a reasonable economy of 5.6, and of course Chahar, who's still trying to find his rhythm. Unfortunately, wicketless, with a very high economy rate.
Yeah, the bowling stood out, and they was really backed by some wonderful fielding and catching in the deep. I'll tell you what, they have just stolen the show in this tournament, the Indian team. Look at that, Prabh Simran Singh diving to his left, Nihal Vadera just judging it a little late in the end, but keeping his eyes on the ball. And this another very fine catch by Ayush Badoni, one of the best in the tournament as well, coming very close to Ramandeep's catch against Pakistan A. And then Abhishek Sharma as well at the ropes, taking the final wicket, very nicely pouching it at long off. Well, we can take a look at this Indian fielding all day, all night, but what will really be something of interest for most teams is the net run rate. 0.38, 0.35, India at number 3 at the moment. They need to chase 108, but Pakistan with a huge win earlier in the day worth 71 runs have moved to number 1 with a net run rate of 1.68. Well, we've seen some fabulous catches in this tournament. Let's take a look at all of them from the start of game number 1.
Well, that was the first one with a jumping high catch by the wicketkeeper, and then another very good judgment running in hard. And look at this one over the shoulder, very good effort. And the outfield's a little bit softer, so you can land hard. And there's the one you have to dive forward to. Very good catch, Imran Jr. And look at that, that's the pick of the catches. And it's been a feature of the Indian cricket team. Wonderful efforts.
Yeah, they've just made catching look so easy. They've redefined the meaning of spectacular in the middle, and they've been brilliant, this Indian side in the field. Something maybe UAE would want to replicate if they have catches coming their way as well. They have a very small, meager total to defend. India will be riding on a sea of confidence with their top 4 striking form in the first game against Pakistan A, and all eyes will be on both these batters. They play for Punjab, they play for their Ranji side, they played a lot of cricket with each other, and you expect them to really coordinate well and show up like a well-oiled unit. Abhishek Sharma, Prabh Simran Singh opening the innings in hot pursuit of 108 is India A to get their second win and move to the top of the points table in Group B in match number 8. How well did Prabh Simran bat in that match against Pakistan A? Got off the mark with a very big hit. Look at that for a strike rate, close to 145, 80 matches, age 24, best of 119 not out. This man is a firecracker of a batter. And at the other end is someone who needs no introduction. That's because he's already set the stage on fire in IPL in recent years and continues to do good work for Team India as well with a century in his debut series against Zimbabwe. Abhishek Sharma, age 24, strike rate over 154. Over 2,500 runs as well. Now this is 2 batters who have been in spectacular form as well in this tournament. He got 35 and 22 in the previous game, Abhishek Sharma. He'll be up against Umaid Rahman, who can get that ball to just curve away from the right-handed batter. 3 for 19, age 20, an average of 15.6s as well. Lots to look forward to in this chase. UAE will be under pressure because they know two Indian batters will not hold back and they'll come really hard at them. We're all set for this chase. It can get over in quick time if the Indian openers get going, but you never know. It's cricket and anything can happen in the middle as well. A couple of edges, nicks and wickets early on, and India also may just be understanding that they'll have to put a very good effort with the bat. All set for ball number 1. Umaid Rahman to Prabh Simran Singh, a slip in place. And he begins well. Very good evening, Salman Bhat.
Thank you. Good evening to you and to all the viewers. And as the action begins, Umaid is right on the money. Line and length. Good delivery that. And Prabh Simran shows respect. Gets behind the line of the ball and dabs it So good start to the UAE's bowling innings, and two aggressive Indian batters in the middle. And as we speak of their aggression, we see him dance down the track for Simran Singh, trying to go big over the head of the bowler, not succeeding. Have a look at this. Was a decent delivery, moving away. Some movement we have seen in the night, and the batters early on have been trying to use their feet to negate this movement. Once again, he goes hard at the ball, doesn't connect, and he has to stay where he is. And, I have Sikandar with me in the comms box.
Yeah, the two shots do suggest it's not the same pitch where Prabh Simran went after the new ball and attacked Pakistan here. The surface is a little different. It's not going to be that easy. The timing has to be found. I mean, the kind of caliber that these two batters possess, they will assess it very quickly. There. Too full, and it's very easily picked up. If you've seen him bat in that first game, you wouldn't bowl him that. You would not bowl him that length.
Absolutely. In his zone, and away she goes. That wasn't such a bad length, but Prabh Simran Singh is watching the ball so well that he picked up the length and just flicked it over mid-wicket for a huge hit. Maximum to him and to Team India to get off the mark.
Doesn't quite get that timing going, but he'll surely get a couple here. When we saw him play against Pakistan he was predominantly targeting that cow corner mid-wicket square leg area. Yes, the balls were being bowled to him in the middle leg zone. He seems to be pretty strong in that area, and he's proved that once again in this over. Oh, gone right through. Probably closed the face of the bat fraction early, and he's paid.
That is some delivery. Comes in with the angle, moves away and takes the off stump. No idea to Prabh Simran Singh what the ball did to him. He was getting ready to play it on the onside, but the bowler, he had different ideas. Going wide of the crease, angling the ball in, and it moves away off the pitch. What a great delivery. That would have done most batters.
Yeah, he decided to go on the onside and paid. Prabh Simran Singh gone for 8. India 8 for 1. Captain Tilak Verma walks out at number 3. The left-hander is now there. He'll be at a non-striker because the last ball of the over. Tilak, 84 games, 121 not out, his highest in this format. He's been there, done that.
Yes, we'll see some spin in action from the other end, and now we have two left-handers at the crease, and what an action-packed over it was when UAE came into bat. The first over had 2 boundaries and a wicket, and India's first over in their batting innings has a 6 and a wicket too.
Captain to captain. Well, in fact, captain to Abhishek, captain is on the other end. Basil has taken the responsibility. That's the wicket of Prabh Simran. Down the wicket and crashes that. Hits it hard through cover. No time to waste here.
Well, have a look at the stroke. So much assurance in the feet movement and clean striking. This seems so natural, Abhishek.
This time on the onside, flat and maximum.
Runs coming thick and fast from the other end. Abhishek has other ideas tonight. The first one, he uses the feet, drills it through covers, and then he waits in the crease for this short one to arrive and then just pulls it. Well, the bowler bowling from behind the crease and shortening his length. Much too easy for Abhishek, who's in great form. And plays inside out, works it for an easy couple. Misfielding, but anyway, that would have been a couple. And Abhishek moves to 12 of 4 deliveries.
Represented India against Zimbabwe, got 100 there, Abhishek. Down again, 6 again. Massive hit that from Abhishek. Want to finish this one quickly.
Well, this is carnage. India moved to 26 with this huge hit from Abhishek. Once again comes down the track and puts it over the fielders in the ring for a huge straight 6. And this is some very ordinary bowling versus some extraordinary batting. Once again, he goes after the ball, hits it big. And this time the fielder messes it up. Another boundary to Abhishek. Umpires will make sure whether it's a 4 or a 6. Nonetheless, runs to India.
I think he's tipped it over, if I'm not wrong. While trying to catch that, he's just spilled it over the boundary. If he has, we're looking at the 3rd 6 in the over. Went really high in the air. There, it pops out. Where does it land? Where does it land? Oh, just inside, maybe. Very close to that boundary rope there. Maybe this will give us a better idea. And yeah, well, maybe brushed the rope. Might be benefit of doubt. We'll give it a boundary. Well, in this over, it's been dot ball 4-6, 2-6, 4, 30 for 1 after 2. Going at 15 and over, India A. More runs. More runs on the board, make it 34. That will surely increase that run rate to 15 and a half.
Yes, Umaid this time straying in line, width on offer and accepted by Tilak Verma. He just timed it through the point region. 4 runs to him and to India. And Umaid needs to be tight. He's getting the ball to move. So he needs to be in the right channels. And this is much better. Line and length and respect shown by Tilak Verma. Umaid has a nice action. He gets some movement off the pitch in the air. And he's a tall boy. Gets decent bounce from the pitch as well. So if he can be consistently on the right lines and lengths, the batters will show respect and he'll be more likely to pick up wickets.
That's going towards the boundary again. Feels like India A want to get half of the score out of the way inside the power play. Second boundary in the over.
And consistently spraying the ball around will be good for the batters because they'll have to take no risks. This one was on the legs, fullish in length, there for the taking, and Tilak Verma made full use of this. 38 India, halfway through the third over.
Can't really blame the bowlers. Their batters haven't given them enough runs. That cushion isn't there, just 107 runs.
So this is how it all began today. A boundary in the first over of the UAE innings and then the wicket of the last ball of the same over. Action-packed. And here again we saw Simran Singh hit one away for a huge six. And then the off-stump castled. And a quick single there for Tilak Sharma.
Yeah, just coming back, that not enough runs put up by the UAE batters. So the bowlers really feeling that pressure. And the batters who are chasing become Lionheart. It's just 107 that they have seen on the board.
One ball remaining.
So in that little span of time, with that power play on, the bowlers will have to face the brunt of it. And especially when you've got quality batters in the face of Abhishek and Tilak Verma, who wouldn't spare you. They're still batting as if they're chasing 185. Very, very full. It's almost pitched around the stump area. 3 gone, 39 for 1. Games to come tomorrow. It's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Afghanistan A will face Hong Kong, China, and the same group will have the second game at 5:30 in the evening. It'll be Sri Lanka A versus Bangladesh A. This will be a cracker of a game. Both these sides have picked up momentum and they're looking good. Now, after Afghanistan's almost qualification, Sri Lanka A and Bangladesh A will look not to lose anymore. Might be left behind. 2 go into the semis from each group.
That might be a virtual knockout. It's Jawadullah bowling over and he beats Tilak straight up. He has a skip in the run-up, but he bowls well with a decent pace. Just have a look at this. It's not usual to see a bowler just having a skip in the run-up, and that too just before the delivery stride. We saw him bowl some wonderful Yorkers in the first game that UAE won. And he's off to a good start over here. Once again, decent line in length and well played by Tilak. Runs is down to third for a single.
Trying hard to remember who's the bowler who had the skip in that run-up. Just with the delivery stride.
None that I can think of, but here definitely Jawadullah. Here's that skip. And he gets all the other things right apart from that skip, but this works for him. So if everything is right, once the ball is delivered, then not much is required to change.
Nicely driven, will be cut off. Yeah, there was this boy in my neighborhood who used to bowl like that. I was just thinking hard, who is it?
Thank God you came to a conclusion tonight. It's Jawadullah again, and he bowls well. Just a hint of away movement and respect shown by Tilak. And he was successful in the first game, bowling wonderful Yorkers. And here is how he went about his work, bowling in the block hole, bowling it to perfection, and the batters having no idea, and at times beating the batters with pace and then having fun with them as well. Wonderful attitude, aggressive and also very accurate.
I have to bowl that again. Umpires have had a good exercise today since afternoon. Had a lot of arm swinging here and there. Quite a few white balls in that first game from Oman. 13 of them. Like the part that they've got that slip. Even though they've been hit around the park, but what they have to do is get wickets. They can't defend the 107. They'll have to bowl them out if they want to win.
Shy at the stumps, just going through the motions as India are off to a great start. 1 wicket down, but they're 43 and we are still in the 4th over. Abhishek on strike. He has raced to 23 of 8 deliveries. But Jawadullah has had a good start. First 5 deliveries, 4 runs.
It's got some bat on it. Had to be put away. It was way down the leg side. Manages to get the bottom of the bat. A boundary to end the over. Takes the score to 47 for 1. Yeah, you can put your telephones, iOS or Android, right on the screen right now and download the app, the ACC app, which will help you keep in touch with all that the Asian Cricket Council TV offers you. Umaid continues into his 3rd over round the wicket. So Basil, the captain of the UAE, can't do much. He's got to use his resources right now. Can't save his premier bowlers or the spearheads for later on. There's no later on here.
Yes, almost 40% of the runs already scored by India, and we are in the start of the 5th over with Abhishek on 27 of 9 and Tilak, the captain, 11 of 10. As he goes over, and it goes the distance. 6 to Tilak and Team India, and they get to 50 with a great stroke over mid-off.
Yeah, running at 12.5 runs and over. They want to finish this off as quick as possible. I know Dave likes it. Quite a few of us do. Good shot that. We've seen some real clean hitting from these batters, both Abhishek and Tilak.
Yes, bowling in the slot and providing width will enable the batters to execute strokes like this. So Umaid has been straying in line and length from ball 1. He's bowled Jaffers in between, and this time following the batter, who smartly turns it to leg side to rotate the strike.
Strange part, we talk about Dew coming in much later, a little later. We haven't seen any of the teams keeping or carrying towels with them or using them. 1 or 2 might have them. But it's still early days. Right now it's 7:30 in the evening over here, and Dew comes in only maybe in the last 5 overs. We might not get there tonight.
Surely, Sikandar, we won't get there tonight. Slow one this time, change in pace, And Abhishek gets no timing on this one. Saw him coming down, making room, and Umaid changing the pace. Let's have a look at this. Good action. And then last minute roll of the fingers.
Yeah, this time as if he knew what was coming. Again, good use of feet, even against the fast bowlers. Abhishek gets into very good positions, reads the length, and he's dictating at the moment.
Yes, gives himself more room, great extension of the arms, and this time he had the length and he knew what was coming, so that all made the execution much easier. Clean striking as India get to 58, and there's a ball to go in the 5th over.
Wow. The ball got a little big on him, so he just opens the face of the bat to guide it to third for another boundary. That's 15 of the over, 5 gone, 62 for 1.
$62 for 1 in 5 overs. India off to a tremendous start, chasing 108. Tilak and Abhishek suggesting there's a bit of a skid. Last minute had to change his shot, but didn't change his decision to send it for 4. Omid could not believe that Abhishek had a plan B. So gentle on the cricket ball. He can be that sometimes, you know.
He's certainly seeing it well. To play that sort of shot and make an adjustment that late, you've got to be seeing it well. It cramped him for room, but it just eased it between wicket keeper and backward point, or on the gully line.
Tilak has been extraordinary as well as a captain and as a batter. $19 of 14 at the moment. And very sensible in the way he batted in the first game too against Pakistan, eh?
He almost gives you a sense of calmness too, because he's of experience. He's the leader of the team.
Clean hitting personified. Abhishek is in a mood for an early bath and an early finish.
What a shot. Gee, this boy is really turning it on. And it really is a David and Goliath match today. This Jawadala is no easy bowler either. I like the way he bowls, but look at the way he's treated it.
Oh, it's a marvelous hit. The fact that you cannot see a fielder in sight tells you how well he's hit it. 41 of just 13, striking at 315.38. And in this edition, we've already reached the highest power play score. Gives it a whack once again. A couple of bounces will trickle away for 4. Inches away from getting to his half century. One that'll be very, very famous and very, very quick.
It's just an avalanche now, isn't it? It's just a free-for-all. India's got nothing really to lose. I'm pretty sure they would like to top the group and end up playing the second placed in the other group, so they're going about it in the right way. It's an absolute free-for-all.
These two left-handers have got together and added 65 of just 28. Headache for Basil Hamid. Swing and a miss. Wasn't too far away from the stumps either. There'll be a calming talk from Tilak.
seen this happen a few times, Suhas. It's a very, very difficult time for the bowling team. And when you've struck a batsman like Abhishek in the form that he's in, he's just seeing it so early. And he's executing wonderfully well.
For all the youngsters watching, if as a bowler you do not feel 100% in your stride, it's always good to pull out.
It's a pretty decent approach, isn't it? So he's obviously felt not happy with it. He's not comfortable that he's put in maybe one or two shorter strides or longer strides and he had to pull out. That's fair enough.
Tilak wants that single. He was the one who called for it. Oh, now has to evade that hurl. Into the power play, India managed 74 for 1 India. Exceptional batting. Prabh Simran started it off with a fluent 6, but the very next delivery from Amit got rid of him by making sure the off stump goes for a toss. Then there was no stopping Abhishek Sharma. This was perhaps the only opportunity, which was a drop catch which went for 4. And after that, no looking back, as these two left-handers added more misery as far as UAE are concerned. 66 of just 30 balls, this partnership. And Abhishek has been the wrecker in chief. India need 34 now, India, in just 84 balls. Lots of time. Mohammad Farooq. He was good in the previous game. Understands the batters very quickly. But here's Abhishek, who does not let a bowler settle down. Quietly nudges it away for a single.
It's just exhausting watching this avalanche. Amazing batting. The intention was there straight away, wasn't there? That India knew they had to up their run rate, and they've certainly done that. And how?
A rare dot ball. Tilak was a little surprised by the bounce of the ball on that occasion.
It happens sometimes like this because there's no pace on the ball. They've really made merry with the fast bowlers because you can use the pace. Now it's a little bit slower, and that's a wide delivery. They have to do that again. So with the slower bowling, you have to make more of the pace, and that often can be a little bit harder for the batsman. But once they get the feel of this slower bowler, that's going to go miles as well.
You could see him wait for the ball to arrive. Now Abhishek on strike. He's been terrific from the word go, Abhishek. I tell you what, plethora of runs for SRH as well. Striking the ball cleanly, dealing in sixes. He's just continued the form. Now in India, A colours. Height, yes. Distance, perhaps no. Fielder coming underneath. That went miles up in the air. Basil Hamid, out of all people, has put it down, and Abhishek is feeling invincible.
He just had too long to wait before he came down. He had too long to think. Geez, that went up in the air a long way. But really, when it's going for you, it's going for you. And when it's not, it's not. So, sadly, Farooq misses out on a wicket in his statistics, but Abhishek lasts a game.
Well, Tilak has decided to use the carpet of grass every time he plays the ball. Abhishek has gone for the big shots. took a chance here as well. Basil was underneath, had to take that catch. You could totally foresee the coach burning a hole through his notebook. Dav, you yourself are one.
Actually, he approached it not too badly.
He'll settle for a single and retain strike as well. Abhishek, 7 gone. 80 for 1.
At the end of 7 overs, India are cruising at 80 for the loss of from the current team.
Best strike rate in T20s in 2024. 500 plus runs. Only then you can join this list. Abhishek Sharma. 197, that strike rate. He has made sure that many a bowler panics when he bowls to him. Andre Russell, next Travis Head, his mate from SRH.
And when you look at the two names directly underneath, they're big, big hitters. Andre Russell, but he's eclipsed them both.
A little bit of a stutter, but will still get the single. Will reach the landmark. Half century for Abhishek. And it's come a great time, just 20 deliveries. An innings where he made sure that he puts the right foot forward, takes his chances, and bats exactly according to the team's needs. This will instill him a lot of confidence going ahead in this tournament. A complete team man. Tilak dancing down the track, a very un-Tilak-like dismissal. Vishnu keeps it straight and simple. India lose their skipper.
And that can happen too in a bid to continue with the avalanche and the high run rate. He's played all over it, and the ball's just cannon. It spun a little bit actually. One of the few that's turned from the stump line, and he gets his reward. So Tilak Varma, good effort, 21 in 18 balls, and the score 81 for 2.
$81 for 2 in 7.2. And in walks Nihal Vadera. 4 half centuries, best of 64, 550 runs accumulated. 27 required for India in 76 deliveries. Slip in place. Oh, not if that's the line. It's not going to be of any help. Vishnu knows he's erred in line and the ball's trickling away quickly. That'll chip off at least 3 runs from the target without a ball being counted.
Perhaps he was hoping for that to spin, but it didn't. That was a good ball, a beautifully ball. Came out of the fingers really nicely. A little bit of loop, bounce, and a little turn.
This is much better from Vishnu. How's the ball behaving after pitching, especially when a spinner is bowling?
Most of the time it's just going straight, and interesting to see another left-hander come into bat. So they're opting to keep going with the lefties. But again, see, that went straight. The odd ball is turning, and that's what's causing some of the problems.
Just when you thought Vishnu has picked up a wicket, he's got to keep it tight. A couple of wide deliveries, one with consequences beyond just a run. Madeira's off the mark.
Again, didn't spin, just hit the inside edge of the bat and just rolled away to the leg side.
Gets a half century. Abhishek nice and early in the tournament. Got a start in the previous game as well. The biggest takeaway for India A from this game would be make sure that the intensity is always high. We saw a brilliant catch in the first game. We saw a brilliant catch in this one as well. Tells you the high standards that they set for themselves, India A. Good delivery to end the over with. 7 came of this over, 8 gone, 87 for 2. Download the ACC app now, dear viewers. iOS, Android. Pick according to your phone, your device. The mayhem that left-handers have caused in this game as far as India A are concerned has been a treat to watch for batting connoisseurs. Tilak first, Abhishek, sensational as ever. Now can Nehal accept the baton from Tilak?
A little bit this side. Yeah, you got it. Leg stump.
Three inside the circle on the off. There is a long off in place, slightly wide. A long on is lurking too.
And this is a selection of Abhishek's innings. And folks, keep in mind, it's all done in 20 balls. Unbelievably clean hitting. Incredible the ability this boy has to just see it, uncomplicated, clear mind, hit the ball. And all in 20 balls.
Man in the deep, just a spectator. Add this to the package, says Abhishek. The fielders are there for a reason, you know, Abhishek. That is to deter you from hitting there. You're removing them out of the equation. This is what a clear mind can do, Dav.
Certainly backs himself, doesn't he? Doesn't matter where the fielders are, he's going to back himself to go over the top. The intentions are quite clear. They needed to up that run rate, and wow. And that's slightly mishit, and that should be out, and it is. Finally, they hold on to a catch in the outfield. Young Nilansh takes the catch. And a wicket for Farouk, well deserved.
Abhishek's back in the hut. Redemption for Keshwani. This went miles up in the air. Now Abhishek started his walk. No problem with the front foot. Farouk keeps his front foot in check. And now Keshwani's catch. Seems all right till now. Did leather taste a blade of grass or no? Seems to be all right. Now what's the decision on the big screen? Yes, it's going to be out indeed. Keshwani does well to hold on to it. Abhishek Sharma walks back for 58 or 24. The damage done according to him. 95 for 3. Ayush Badoni comes to the middle. 979 runs in 63 matches. Highest of 80 not out in his T20 career. I'll tell you what, 166 in 55 balls in DPL not too long ago. He's been sent out to perhaps put the finishing touches to this game.
Well, here's the wicket. Slightly mishit. We expect that to go all the way, as we've seen so many times in his 21 balls that he faced. In that case, on that occasion, though, not quite timing it and held out. Good catch.
Catch it is the call. Oh, wasn't too far away. Farooq did create another opportunity in the over. 9 gone, 97 for 3. Vishnu to continue. Slip in place. India just need 11. It's been a big learning curve already for UAE. This game comes wide of the crease, and you talked about the one that doesn't turn but comes in with the angle. Oh, there might have been a little mix-up. They almost ran towards each other. Didn't miss each other by much. The coach tells you to run in straight lines, doesn't he?
And also you got to be watchful of where you're running. Look at that. Normally the striker will run on the opposite side of the pitch, but because he gave himself room with the weight going to the leg side, that's when it happens. They run on the same side of the pitch. So you got to be a little careful.
Or is it because of ball watching sometimes? What could be the case? Because this could be dangerous in a different situation.
Well, I've seen some nasty ones when both batsmen are watching the ball and the runners collide. It's not a pretty sight, and it could also result in a run out too.
Not from the intended part of the bat, and will be a dot ball. For India, this will be a big confidence booster, apart from the net run rate booster. So stylish as he plays this one. Ayush Badoni. Runs required in single digit.
What I think what would be the thinking with India? Look, you know, you start off, both sides start off 0 for 0. But when you get yourself in a position where you can go for it and open up the game and win by a big margin, that's when you go for it. And that's exactly what happened. It was set up by the bowlers who bowled them out for just over 100.
It's that kind of a game where you can chip away the total with quiet singles of this kind. 100 comes up for India with a ball to go to finish the 10th. India would be mighty proud of this effort. The clarity with which the batters have come out to chip away this target. The bowlers in great form. It's a good over from Vishnu, just 3 runs of it. 10 gone, 100 for 3 India A. And drinks. That's been the India A effort so far with the bat in hand. Prabhsimran left early after a fabulous 6. Omid got the better of him with a ball that swung away just a little. Abhishek was sensational. 58 of just 24. And Tilak had the best seat in the house to witness this. Terrific striking of that cricket ball. No boundary too far. Did give a couple of opportunities to UAE, which they did not hold on to and had to pay the price big time as the pacers and spinners struggle to find the right length, because Abhishek, when he gets going, doesn't come with an off button. The most runs in the tournament, Abhishek Sharma features at number 3 with 93 runs. That strike rate's the highest in the entire list.
Okay, here we look at the bowling effort today.
Yeah, Omid, Basil, Mohammad Jawadullah, Mohammad Farooq. Vishnu did pick up a wicket, so did Farooq, the spinner. Omid was excellent when he picked up that wicket of Prabh. It's a delivery that he'll remember for a long time.
Absolutely, the fast bowlers took a beating, but the spinners are the ones that brought them. But well, look, that to me is one of the best balls I've seen. It drew the batsman in and it just shaped away. That was pretty good too, but that fast, the previous wicket to me was one of the best balls of the tournament.
And Abhishek Sharma got out the way that you'd expect Abhishek Sharma to get out. Somewhere in the deep, with the ball flying really high, keeping the fielder interested, but also on tenterhooks. What a knock from him today. So UAE, 16.5 overs, got bundled out for 107. India A in reply, 100 for 3, and a pebbles throw away from victory. Fielding's been excellent, the catching has been excellent when it comes to India A. They've converted half chances, always eyes on the ball. And Patoni, the brilliance with which he completes catches is for the world to see. But quite in contrast to what UAE have been on the field. Butterfingers so many times, and the captain had to lead by example. That wasn't the case on the field today.
It's been a big contrast in the fielding, and we've really been treated to some wonderful Indian outfielding and infielding as well. It's been one of the features of their game so far. Their batting has been good, yes, their bowling has been good. They bowled the opposition out today, but both of the games have been wonderful fielding.
India A get this game done in quiet singles so far. What a beautiful country this is, Oman. It's called the Pearl of Arabia. And in there you could be as adventurous as you want. You could be a flying fox. You could trek till your heart's desire is complete. Pristine waters are waiting for you. There's always a new peak to climb. And of course, Oman Cricket Academy is the place you need to be as you add cricket, this beautiful sport, to your itinerary. The Pearl of Arabia is waiting for you. Book your tickets. Be here as soon as possible if you aren't. And India aren't too far away from victory here. India is 7 runs, 58 balls. You think from Basil's point of view, so many learnings from this game. Oh, well. Excellent delivery that. Right in the block hole. I beg your pardon. Oh, Jawadullah. He sensed that Badoni is trying to use the depth of the crease, didn't he?
Well, he is, and this boy's bowling, you know, as well as anybody else when he bowls those Yorkers. We've seen him do that before.
Whacked away with ease and great effectiveness as well. Scores a level. Ayush Badoni has hit this one away as if he was waiting for ages for this particular ball.
Went the distance. He didn't, it sort of looked like it was out of context, really. He was struggling a little bit all of a sudden. Wow. Into the turf second ground.
India within touching distance of 2 more points. And with clarity and conviction, he'll draw a straight line. Check that with a protractor. That's a winning hit. India get this done in just 10.5 overs. India A emerged victorious and in great fashion. These are not just 2 points, it's also a statement sent to all the other teams in the contest. The fans are happy. And Basil's got a lot of thinking to do. Still, for many of the boys, it was a game to savor. It was an experience to get and learn and move on from. As far as UAE are concerned, India A, they check all boxes with a win of this kind.
It certainly was a statement. They were so dominant with ball in hand and then with the bat in hand. And that's resulted in a very high run rate, I would have thought. Yes, you're right. The UAE team would be feeling pretty bad, which is a natural thing to do. But I think if you reflect on those performances, their individuals, I still see some real potential in the UAE team. But they just got to be able to withstand some and respect a little bit more the opposition.
Absolutely, it's a happy camp. The fans are elated. Why wouldn't they be? India A have turned up in a wonderful manner twice at the Oman Cricket Academy in 2 days. First against Pakistan A, now against the UAE. And this is the reason the India A fans are absolutely elated. Nihal 6 of 8, Ayush providing the finishing touches. It was Abhishek who provided the entertainment. 58 of just 24. And that sort of humbled the opposition. A wicket for Omid and a delivery that he's been practicing since under 19 days, I can tell you. And Farooq picked up a wicket and so did Vishnu, but wasn't enough because runs weren't there on the board. India A get this done easily in just 10.5 overs. This is the shot that sealed the deal for India A. Straight down the ground. Badoni says, glove love, thank you so much. It's game over. And 2 more points for India A. He's already taken a spectacular catch. And he ends the game with 2 spectacular hits as well. So UAE in their 16.5 overs didn't bat there a lot at 20, got bundled out for 107. India A in reply get there in just 10.5 thanks to Abhishek's 58 of 24. And Tilak Verma, the captain, hung around 21 of 18. A comfortable win for India A. So the ACC Men's T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024, when you see contests of this kind as well, it gives you immense pleasure. The reason being, there's a big learning curve for one of the teams. And what it does is that it in turn boosts stories that you bring back from games of this kind. In turn boosts your confidence for the youngsters watching that yes, I would want to be at that level, perhaps find my team in the winning ways. India A have a Q earned in front of their name. That's because the 4 points they've accumulated, they have qualified and they advance in the tournament. Pakistan A have 2 points. UAE do have 2 points from their first game. Oman didn't open the account. Still, they have 1 more game to go though. We'll take a short break. And on the other side, we'll find out who the player of the match is. What a fantastic game we've had just now at the ACC Men's T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. India A get there easily. UAE had asked them to score. Not much. 111 for 3 now, India A in 10.5 overs thanks to Abhishek's 58 of 24. Prabh Simran started off with a terrific shot. One of his favourite shots, but very next delivery. Omid got the better of him, and it's a dream delivery for any fast bowler who swings the ball. Then it was all Abhishek's show. An exhibition of batting, tearing that cricket ball into two. Did give a couple of opportunities to the opposition which they could not hold on to. This was one of them. But wait, cricket always gives you another chance, doesn't it? Keshwani does redeem himself. But Abhishek and Tilak by then had done the damage. Anything in the slot didn't deserve to stay on the ground. Very sensibly put that away as Omid got the better of him for a moment. But when Abhishek got into the groove once again, he was unstoppable. Gets to another half century, the first in this tournament, this edition for Abhishek. Didn't hang around much after that. This was Basil Hamid making a meal of it. Tilak will have to rethink that shot, of course. And this was pure irreverence to the fielders at the boundary rope. And Keshwani redeems himself. A youngster redeeming himself is also a story in itself. Farooq picked up that wicket. Badoni came. Badoni saw, hit a couple of shots and said thank you so much. India A cruise to victory. And by the virtue of this win, also earned the Q in front of their name as they qualified and advanced in the tournament. A wicket for Omid, a wicket for Farooq, and one for Vishnu as well. So UAE 16.5 overs, 107, and they got bundled out. India A in reply, 111 for 3. Get this done very, very easily and earn 2 crucial points and a Q in front of their name. Let's go down to Mikhail for the post-match presentation.
India A continue to stamp authority in this edition of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024 tonight as well. They bundled out UAE for a very small total, the lowest so far in this tournament, and made little work of the target as they got home with 7 wickets in hand and 55 balls to spare. Fair to say they've come good with the bat, with the ball, and in the field they've been spectacular, raising the bar and grabbing everyone's attention. And by doing so, they've also become the first team to qualify for the semis as well in the 6th edition of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. Hello, good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation. Before we have a chat with both the captains, we'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the Asian Cricket Council to thank Oman Cricket for dishing out a wonderful tournament like this. Also the right time to introduce and welcome our guests who will be giving away the Player of the Match award, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, Treasurer, Oman Cricket. Good evening, sir. Wonderful to have you as well. And some great sprawling facility and some great work as well from Oman Cricket. Right, a quick chat with both the captains as well. First up with the captain who came second. We'd like to call Basil Hamid, the captain from UAE, for a quick chat with us. Basil, you decided to bat first. Things didn't go as planned. Things well documented over here. Before we get into what happened in the match, what do you make playing with India? What kind of a learning curve it is when you play a team of this caliber and pedigree?
I think tough outing, isn't it? I think we had a bad start up front. I think myself and Rahul has gone or dragged a bit harder. We could have probably get a good total. As you know, obviously the India A team have a good exposure. They have been playing, all around. They have played IPL. Most of the players are playing IPL. So they're already experienced, as I said. So it's a good learning for the boys to come hard next game. And I think we have to be, heads up the way we bowled. I think if we would have grabbed those chances, we never know, the game would have taken a little more further.
Right, at the halfway stage with 107 on the board, what was the discussion with the coach Lalchandra Rajput in the dugout coming out to defend this target?
I think definitely the plan was, to give a tough time for any side. You have a low score on the board, and obviously you would want, our fast bowlers to get a couple of wickets in the power play. But unfortunately, as I said, we couldn't grab those chances. Maybe we would have got a couple of wickets or more than a couple of wickets. We never know what would have happened.
Right, nevertheless, chin up. You've tried hard and fought really well. Really like the way you all came out with an aggressive mood despite losing 5 wickets as well very early. So some good signs, encouraging signs. Good luck for the final league game as well in Group B.
Thank you so much.
Basil Hamid there, the captain of UAE, coming second against India A in this contest. A quick chat with Tilak Verma as well, the winning captain from India A. Come along, Tilak. Brilliant effort and performance from you and your team. Tilak, in the last game as well, it looked like you had ticked all boxes. You'd want to say that all of that ticked in this game as well?
Yeah, absolutely. The bowlers really bowled well, first of all, especially Rashid Salam. In an over, he got 3 wickets, so he bowled brilliantly, and he got the right areas, what he wants to hit today. He has got that line and length today, so that makes him reward for today's match. And the boys goes to good credit.
Right, you all have been having some intense practice sessions on Turf B. I want to understand the work ethics involved in your fielding and catching, and what does Subhadeep Ghosh, your fielding coach, really do that you all take spectacular catches in every game? If it's Ramandeep one night, it's Ayush Badoni tonight, then you saw Prabh Simran Singh behind the stumps, Nihal Vadera. How do you produce so much of magic and brilliance in the middle?
You know, there is a lot of hard work behind the scenes. You know, the senior team has been set the standards overall in the batting, bowling and fielding. So that's all we are trying to maintain that standards, and the boys are also really working hard on off days as well. So that's giving good results on the field.
Right, does it really serve as inspiration when catches like that are taken in the deep and behind the wickets as well?
Yeah, it's really inspiring. If you see last match, the Ramandeep catch was turning point for us, and if you see today as well, the way Prab and Ayush got the brilliant catches, it was exceptional to see.
Right, I forgot to tell you this. Many congratulations. You'll have qualified for the semis as well.
Thank you.
Courtesy this huge win. Do we expect a few changes? Would you like to look at your bench strength as well into the final league game?
Hopefully we'll talk about it. I think we talk about it with the management, and yeah, we want to give new players as well a chance because they also we doesn't know which player can play in the semi-finals, and also we'll just mix up and we'll see it.
Yeah, it is the emerging teams cup, so ideally you'd always want to try all the players as well. But good on you and your boys. You're really showing a lot of inspiration and desperation as well in the field. You're really inspiring everybody with what you're doing in the middle. Keep up the great work, Tilak and boys.
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Tilak Verma, the captain of India, a spectacular performance yet again. Right, it's time to give away the player of the match. For that, I'd like to request Mr. Alkesh Joshi to step forward as well. The treasurer of Oman Cricket. It goes to Rashid Salam, 3 for 15, all 3 wickets in 1 over. What a brilliant spell he produced this evening. 5 wickets for him so far in the tournament. He'll be collecting his player of the match from Mr. Alkesh Joshi, treasurer Oman Cricket. And what a fine exhibition of bowling. Mr. Alkesh Joshi, thank you very much for giving away the player of the match as well. Rasik, captain gives you the ball and you spell magic in the middle. How's it been so far? 5 wickets across 2 games.
Yeah, it's good. It's been good so far. Like 6th over, I said earlier, it was 6th over, like batters might go hard on that over because the last over power play. So I just try to hit the deck, hit the right areas.
Right, is there a template that you practice in the nets and that you try to replicate in the match, or you go with situations? Because we did see you coming in with a lot of change-ups as well in your pace. You're a very shrewd operator. You believe a lot in the surface as to how it works out as well?
Yeah, we prepare for this, like we prepare for death, we prepare for middle overs as well. How the situation demands, we just did that.
Right, the seamers really enjoyed, and how happy are you when you're back with some great catching in the deep?
Yeah, we set the standards for fielding very high, like from senior team to junior team. We just want to replicate that here. That's it, like we just want to give our 100%.
You're giving 110%, not just 100. That's a great effort by you, 3 for 15, 2 wickets the other night as well. Certainly turning up to be the captain's go-to man as well during adversity. Congratulations, very well done.
Thank you so much.
Right, Rashid Salam there, the player of the match in match number 8 for India A against UAE. India A winning this by 7 wickets and 55 balls to spare, and courtesy this huge win, they've also stormed into the semi-final to become the first team to do so. That's it from the presentation area.
India A become the first team indeed to earn a Q in front of their name and advance in the tournament at the Men's T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024. We have Afghanistan A take on Hong Kong, China, coming to you live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Afghanistan A would want to keep their winning momentum going. Sri Lanka A will then take on Bangladesh A. Another important fixture indeed at 5:30 p.m. local time from Oman Cricket Academy. So that's what the points table looks like. Afghanistan A also qualify. 4 points for them, 2 wins in 2 games. Sri Lanka A want to search their mojo once again and continue with the winning ways. Bangladesh A did pick up 1 when Hong Kong, China go winless so far. They would want to finish on a high. Well, that's all we got for you after an exciting day of cricket from the Oman Cricket Academy. We'll meet you tomorrow. Until then, take care.
He's given. Castles, wicket number 3 in this over. Catch it is the call. Will it carry? Oh, it does! And it's one of the most magnificent catches. Clean hitting personified.